Hello and welcome to the bustling town of Dalat. This is in the Vietnam Highlands, and it's a place which is a favorite spot for tourists, both local and overseas alike, for its wonderful ambience. You maybe not feel that right now with all this traffic and stuff, but this area is just as famous, not just for being a bustling city, but its surrounding areas of natural beauty. This place doesn't look much like Vietnam or anywhere else in Southeast Asia. It has a distinctive European colonial feel, and that's thanks to the fact that this used to be a cool summertime retreat for the French who earlier colonized Vietnam.
So if you want an escape from the heat and take in a different kind of scenery, then head to the hills. The city of Dalat is where many travelers make their base. You're going to find just about everything you need here. A market, plus restaurants, and all kinds of shopping spots.
This is the backpackers district. Just about every major Southeast Asian city seems to have one of these, and this offers all sorts of things like offices or agencies where you can book trekking trips or rafting trips. You have Italian restaurants, French restaurants, bars, everything that the intrepid backpacker needs during his or her trip to Dalat.
But many of the star attractions are a ways out of town, amid the forested hills, valleys, and lakes. Vietnamese tourists come here to relax and cool off. Overseas visitors do the same, but also go in for a host of outdoor activities. You can hike among coffee plantations and even pay a visit to the hill tribe folks who harvest the beans that you'll be consuming later in town.
When you think of Southeast Asia, you don't think of this place. This tree behind me is a pine, not a palm. This is not steamy tropical Southeast Asia. This is light, cool and breezy highland territory. In fact, today the temperature is apparently 19 degrees Celsius. It feels distinctly here like maybe Europe or Canada in summer. It's a very comfortable place, and that's why so many tourists come here, especially during the otherwise steamy months in Vietnam. The farmers' fields here are not filled with papayas or mangoes so much as they are with carrots and peas.
When the French were here, they saw Dalat as a comfortable holiday retreat. They left a long time ago, but the Gallic influence is still found all over the place, in architecture, food, and of course, coffee.
Well, no visit to Vietnam would be complete without a stop at a cafe. As a matter of fact, many stops at many cafes, because Vietnam is one of the world's biggest producers of coffee beans. And as a matter of fact, one of Vietnam's biggest regions of coffee production is right here in the Highlands. Matter of fact, today we are in a chain called Lang Farm, which you will see throughout this region. It sells coffee beans, tea, and a whole bunch of other local produce. So, time to drink up. What appears to be a rather unspectacular cup of coffee is in fact something quite special. Well, for one, the beans are locally produced. And let's give it a stir and see what happens. Ah, there we go. It's changed color. That's right, there's condensed milk in the bottom of this, which of course anyone familiar to Vietnam will tell you that's sort of a kind of local practice, is to put sweet condensed milk into strong black coffee, and that gives the distinctive Vietnam style coffee. And man, is it good. Well, what is this? The Champs-Élysées? The legacy the French live on beyond the architecture, which an example of which you can see in the foreground, and in the background, of course, a replica of the Eiffel Tower. What else? This is wild. It's kind of like a manually controlled roller coaster. I've never seen anything like it, but it was a lot of fun. And I have to say, I'm not normally impressed by these kind of amusement things, but this is definitely something. And you have to question, how safe are these things? Because I've never seen them anywhere else except here in Vietnam. So that's a wrap on Dalat. If you happen to be in the vicinity of Southeast Asia and you want a bit of a diversion from the hot, steamy, tropical atmosphere, hey, you can take a hike up here where you're going to feel some wonderful coolness and great things to do in terms of recreation, fun, and even culture.